Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Matt with Garden Distractions. Glad you can make it for today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be taking out these plants from my S9 Click&Grow system. So in there I have 3 basil, 3 yellow tomato, and I did have 3 lettuce, and I have already harvested the lettuce. I'm going to be taking the tomatoes and the basil, and I'm harvesting those. Well, not really harvesting them. I'm taking them out of the pods and I'm transplanting them into pots, and that's going to make space for my selection that I have here. So in my last video I did an unboxing, so if you haven't seen that, I do recommend you check that out. I just take you along with me on how I purchased on the Canadian website for Click&Grow. They have a whole bunch of different plants on here. This is just what I selected for today's video and to continue planting for spring and summer. So really quickly, I can't really see it from where I am, so I hope that I get this right. I've got basil, I think those are the impatiens, red pansy, black pansy, coleus, and the ornamental grass. I think that actually is right from what I can see. So I'm going to take these out and we're going to start transplanting them, and then I will do these guys into here. Now I can't put all of them in here because I only have 9 spots and I have more than 9 plant pods. I don't know if you can see, but my cat is right on my lap right now giving me some attention. Hi, Belle. Oh, so cute. So I have my mixture of soil. It's just a organic potting soil that is called Pro Mix. It's from Canadian Tire. You can pick that up at any Canadian Tire. I love that it is Canada sourced and it's nothing that's come from across borders, which is really nice. Keeping it local, as I like to support local businesses as much as I possibly can. I've already put some water in it to add some moisture to it, so I don't have to help drown the plants when I put them into the soil. I won't be really watering them in any more than just a quick little additive of water, and then I will be putting them into their area to grow. Now, the easiest way to take these out is pull up the tab, just like that. Now, this one was from my lettuce that I used, so I've already cleaned it out. Find the easiest way to clean them is just a quick little rinse with water and soap, or you can even just put them in the dishwasher. So I've done both ways. Both work really well. So that's what the pod looks like. You can just take this little lid off. That's what the inside looks like. There's a little moisture wicker in there and at the bottom, so that just helps bring that water up and into the soil and provide nutrients that way. So I'm going to start off, I'm going to do my tomatoes first. Now you can see that I have a few ripe tomatoes, and they do look like they've kind of been battered a little bit. I did forget to water them, so they're starting to turn, leaves starting to change some color, and they're actually taller than this. I just haven't staked them up, so they have gotten nice and tall above the light source there. And I'm going to be staking them up today with not the best staking system. This is all I had, and it's blizzarding pretty good here right now in Calgary. So I didn't want to go out of the house to get materials. So they're just regular stakes. They're more like label stakes for when you're doing some planting, but these will work just fine. They are temporary until I can go out and get some other stuff. I also have my pots, so I have got 3 gray and 3 blue. It's hard to see the color because my light ring is so bright, so I'm like staring at that while I'm looking at you guys. So colors are a little bit different for me right now. So just going to take that out. This is the first tomato that we're going to transplant. Nice and healthy. I'm going to be losing some tomatoes, I think, while I take these off. That's just perfectly fine. Now these are the miniature tomatoes, the yellow variety that I was able to get from Click&Grow. Now, just to remove it out of the pot, you're just going to take the lid off. We'll put that over to the side. And then there is the soil and the roots. Very healthy looking tomato root. I don't even need to tease this because they're so nice. Absolutely beautiful. And they feel really nice, like kind of soft. And that's what the inside of the Click&Grow pot looks like. So just going to put it off to the side right now, and we'll add some soil into our pots. Just about underneath the rim, so that's about an inch and a half there. I'm going to compact it down a little bit, and then I'm going to create my well. Now the reason why I'm doing a well is because the soil and roots are already ready to go from my Click&Grow, and that will just help give me some more space to get underneath and around the soil from the Click&Grow. And then I don't have to compact as much. And the great thing when transplanting tomatoes, I don't know if you know this or not, but tomatoes, you can actually grow or place them underneath the soil quite a bit because there are so many little nodes on the stem of the tomato that if they're under soil or in water, they will actually grow roots. So I don't know if you can really see that. I'll try to zoom in here. So a couple of years ago when I had my community garden, I took my ready-to-go tomato plants. I had them about this size, and I grew them in the soil like this. So I took the leaves off and then just laid it down in the soil, and then I covered the soil up. That created a more abundant tomato yield, as well as a more sturdy tomato plant. So I had really about maybe from here up or from here up into this, coming out of the soil. So place that in there, and then I'm just going to backfill with some soil. Now you might also be wondering, you see this green mat that I'm using? It's just a transplanting mat that I found on Amazon. I'll provide the link in the bottom if it's still available. Great purchase. I definitely recommend it. Before I had like newspaper and cardboard that I was using over top of the table and got messy really fast. So this is a great way to keep the soil and whatever you're working on contained and for easy cleanup. And there we go. Let's plant it in, leaving a little bit of space in there for some water still. I don't know how well you can see that lip there, but that should be plenty for when I water it. So here's my stake. I'm just going to put it right in the soil, right next to that grow plant pod that I put in, just like that. And then I have these little rubber twist ties that I got from the dollar store in the gardening section. They are really well. I've been using them for 3 or 4 years now. Just one package and just reusing them. They are rather durable and you can move them really easily. Inside there is a little wire inside, so it kind of keeps its place quite nicely that way. So I'm just going to take it, let's see if we can get, maybe actually I'm going to put this stake instead of right here into this side here where there's less leaves coming out. I could even just leave it like that, but I won't. And I'm just going to go around some leaves. And just a quick twist. And there we go. Now I'm going to repeat that process for the rest of these guys, so I'm going to speed this up quite a lot because I'll probably just jabble, labble on, and that's going to get boring fast. So enjoy the music and watching me in very fast motion. Hey Google, play some dance music. should all snap into place just like that, and that looks good to me. This side might just need a little bit more. No, that's good. Excellent. Next, after that, you're going to put your pods in. So these are the pods. You've got your moisture wicker right here, and it sticks up just a little bit inside the pod so that the water can be drawn up into the pod itself. This is a little tag for where you can put the name of the item that you're growing. Then there's this little locks right here, as well as right there. So that's just going to allow you to lock it actually into the cup holder. So just like this. I don't know if you heard that, but it has a nice little click. See if I can get it in this one. Just like that. Perfect. So we'll put all those in right now. After that, we're going to actually put in our pods. So I want to kind of do a little color scheme for this planter. We do have 9 planting positions to plant with, so that's why I'm doing 3 different products or 3 different plants. So I'm kind of thinking if I was to do the Coleus or the painted nettle on one side, then the red pansy on the other side, and the black pansy in the middle. That way I can get some nice coloration and balance the reds on either side. The other option that I could do is I could go the Coleus in the middle because of the height, and then the black pansy on the left to your right. So let's... This is tough because I'm not sure exactly if I want to do it this way or if I want to do it this way in color balance. I can always let the plants grow and I can move the pods then. It doesn't really matter. So let's try it like this. So painted nettle or Coleus in the middle, and the black pansy on the right-hand side, my left-hand side. So really easy to open. They've got a little direction of where to open. So open here. You just push the peel back and rip it open. Just like that. So that is exactly what you see when you rip that open. So that's just the plant seeds that you can see inside there, depending on... yeah, you can't really see them. They're too small. But you can at least see the soil, and then there might be some fertilizer that you can see in there. So let's pop these guys out and take a quick look. So everything you need for this plant is in here. It's got all the fertilizer, the nutrients, the soil, and we provide the water. So really easy. All you have to do is plop it in, just like that. So there is going to be the red pansy. Now we're going to open. Now we're going to open the painted nettle or the Coleus. Oh, I wrapped. That's what I didn't want. I love that noise. I don't know about you guys, but it's like so fulfilling and satisfying. So this one is going to go there, there, and there. And we'll close that back up. And that is going to be there. Now, when I transport this and put this in its final location for growing, I need to remember that my left-hand side, your right-hand side, is where the light cord is. So my front, for me, is going to be the single Coleus in front of me. Now, my plug-in is going to be actually on the right-hand side, so your left-hand side. So I'm going to invert it, turn it around, and then I'm going to have the 2 Coleus in the middle and the 1 Coleus at the back. And that's perfect. That's what I want. Some people might not be that picky, but I like to see more than less when I'm watching them grow. I'll close that guy back up. Ba, 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 ba. And there we are. So, all planted. Easy, easy, easy. A couple more steps that we do need just so that it's final is we're going to put the lids on. So the lids are just going to be aligned with the tag there. So we're just going to align that, and then they just clip on, just like that. Easy peasy. So I'll do those really quickly. The water flotation device so that we know where the water is sitting. We'll put that in there. And last but not least, we're going to put the domes on. So the domes just kind of keep the moisture in, help the germination process happen. Once your plant or seedling hits the top of your dome, then you can take it off. Don't take it off prematurely as soon as you see that first little stem come up. Wait until that stem has gotten up to the top of your dome. And they do clip on. More like sit on, I find. They're not really like a clip, but that is a-okay. And you'll see when you're putting them on, there's actually this little hole. I don't know if you can see it in the camera right now, but there's a little hole right here for a little bit of ventilation. Ventilation? Yeah, ventilation. Or venting. Now I do have a couple sitting here because that's for my S3. I just put them all together for easy access and knowing where they all are. Last but not least, before we're done, we're going to put the arms on. So when you have the S9, you're going to install it with the actual arms at full length. You're not going to take the arms off and just put it down here. That's too little. They say when you're installing it, just put the entire thing on. You get even lighting that way. And it just pushes into place just like that. And then you're going to tuck your cord in. Let's see if I can get that for you on the camera. Just on the end here, we're just going to tuck the cord in on the side. And then there's a little bit of a lock kind of system that holds that cord in there, just like that. There we go. We're going to put some water in it and put it in its final position. I'll see you upstairs. All right, it's all ready to go. It's in its final position. We're going to keep it here, and we're going to watch it grow. I'll try to post it onto Instagram and Facebook as well at Garden Distractions, all one word. I will also put it in the description below, so be sure to look for that. I also have an affiliate link that you can purchase the Click&Grow system and Click&Grow pods from, so see that in the description below. You will also get 10% off of your order. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a nice big thumbs up and like, comment, and share. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.